Please welcome CJ's SVPs of Client Development, Sommer, Urias, and Amalia Thomas.
You're simply the best.
Who let us up here?
What?
Who let us up here?
Yeah, wow, there's a lot of people. Amalia wanted us to do a choreographed dance, but I vetoed that.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. We're so happy to have you all here. See lots of old faces and lots of young ones, too. We're here to challenge the perception that affiliate is just a channel. So in the next half hour or so, our goal is to not only change that mindset, but to show you that you have access to the data, tools, and partnerships to amplify the outcomes of all of your channel efforts, not just affiliate. With the right strategies and the level of transparency, you can become a powerhouse on your marketing teams. So before we get started, we'd like to introduce ourselves. I'm Sommer Urias. I'm the one that looks like she just walked off a Golden Girl set. I've been an affiliate for 15 years now.
And hi, everyone. My name is Amalia Thomas, and I'm the one licking her finger after having her first bite of pizza ever. And I've been an affiliate for over 12 years myself. And now, you might be thinking that these are our baby pictures. Unfortunately, they're not. They're actually pictures of our first day at CJ for our badges. In fact, I've been an affiliate for so long that the only thing I could buy on my phone at the time was pizza.
Yeah, and I've been an affiliate so long that the first accounts I managed were Blockbuster and Napster. That's not a joke. It's a true story, and if you guys don't recognize those brands, I feel personally responsible that they're still not around. So we've been an affiliate so long that we've been, if you add it all up, we've been an affiliate for 37.3% of our combined lifetimes.
Yeah.
Now, we're really, really proud about that, honestly, but nobody spends that much time at a place or with somebody without questioning your choices, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I used to have a really healthy level of insecurity about only being in an affiliate channel. You know, I used to sit in these big meetings with these CMOs and other channel leads and hear about budgets that were 10 times the size of affiliate and just really wondering why we didn't have that big of a seat at the table. And I used to feel really intimidated hearing about all these different investments and strategies and outcomes. But the more that our channel evolved and the more that I learned about what other channels did, the more that I understood the role that affiliate has to play being so much larger than just the KPIs and acquisition goals they give us to our channels. You know, we can contribute to any of the goals and strategies that the other channel leads have, and we do it on a pay-for-performance model, which is something that other channel leads couldn't always promise.
And this actually became more and more important over the last several years as we've continued to brave the ever-changing e-commerce landscape and global economy when CMOs started to adopt a more omni-channel approach to marketing spend and favoring performance channels in order to drive measurable outcomes. Gartner, who is an executive consulting company, recently released an ebook about this very shift that we are seeing today, and they correlated it to much like the future of work, the future of marketing is hybrid, requiring CMOs and their teams to define how channels work symbiotically. Symbiotically being the key word there. So after consulting with hundreds of CMOs across the globe about what are the specific actions for a successful marketing strategy, Gartner distilled it down to 3 key themes for success that they heard from each of these CMOs. The first being that it's super critical to remove all of the barriers that exist today between the different channels when it comes to spend and to budget. Second piece was it's important to take an agnostic approach when it comes to customer activation. And lastly, it's also important to lean into digital experiences in order to influence the customer journey and help shape that journey. Now, so now what does this all mean for all of you here today in this room and for affiliate marketers? Well, affiliate managers are the omni-channel power players. And I'm looking at all of you here in this room. Your value that you bring to the table is so much greater than the assigned channel KPIs and acquisition goals. You have the tools, the data, and the reach to be able to amplify and execute any marketing strategy for your business. You have a role to play in every single channel that needs to deliver on any outcomes, whatever they may be, and working with them versus against them in order to drive that profitable growth for your organization. So our goal today is for you to walk out of here feeling empowered with ideas as how to bring this added value to your organization and advocate for it with your other channel leads and help with the headwinds that they might be facing internally in this ever-changing landscape and helping to amplify the outcomes of their existing efforts.
And so why is it that affiliate managers are the omni-channel power players? It's because affiliate is not just a channel. Affiliate is the channel of channels. And I don't mean to say that because we're the biggest and the best. We should be and we are. But I'd rather like us to change the mindset that affiliate is a channel of partners that come in and steal credit at the last minute, or that we need to stay in our lane and defer to other marketing channels. We don't have a lane. We are the freeway that customers drive on their path to purchase. So let me help you visualize that by looking at the current customer journey and the way that CMOs really approach things. A really strategic way is to take an omni-channel approach, which we're all familiar with, and they activate their different channels depending on where that customer is on their journey. We all know the customer journey isn't as linear as this, but this is just to help you visualize this. If you want to create awareness, CMOs call on their PR and their paid social team to get the message out there. They want to work on client retention, they get their loyalty and email programs together to work on lapsed customers. But the beauty of affiliate is that affiliate partnerships are omnipresent in the omni-channel customer journey. The customer journey is so central to affiliate that I kind of want to start a rumor that CJ stands for customer journey.
And I'm going to spread that rumor.
You guys all do that too, please. We have partners and publishers that engage with consumers at every stage of the journey. I'm not standing here saying that we could take over for other channels. Every channel has their own value, KPIs, and goals that they bring to the business. Rather, I want you guys to understand how our partners complement, activate, and amplify outcomes of the other marketing channels' efforts. For example, if you have a merchandising team that really needs to move products, but they're stuck with MAP pricing and they can't be too competitive in offers out there, they can work with loyalty sites in the consideration phase to offer updated cash back to be competitive there in that moment. Or if you want to create a little bit more reach and you can't reach those niche communities, we can amplify your social team's efforts with our influencers in the awareness phase. The combinations really are endless, but what's special about affiliate is that they're measurable and they're always performance-based.
Thank you for the visual, Sommer. So, why is it important that affiliate be a touch point in the journey? Well, it's because affiliate produces incremental value when it is a touch point. So if you recall a few years ago, we launched the first ever largest industry incrementality study ever conducted, and we recently refreshed the data. Using test and control methodology, we looked at 400 million shoppers and we split them into two groups. The only difference between the two groups was that the test group had an affiliate click. So when we looked at the data, we saw that when affiliate was part of that customer journey, we saw 92% higher shopper to customer conversion rate. We also saw that those consumers that interacted with an affiliate partner spent more. They spent 153% more, and we saw a higher AOV by 36%. So in short, affiliate dollars are incremental and they go further. And quite honestly, every single one of your other channel leads should be coming to each of you in this room, asking you how could they get affiliate to be part of their marketing campaigns in order to maximize their efforts. So now let's dive deeper and look at actual channel amplification data at a program level. Here we have a popular luxury clothing brand. So by leveraging our cross-channel customer journey insights report, we can see that consumers that have the social channel as their sole interaction in their path to purchase, also known as solo journey is what we call it, converted at a rate of 0.8%. Now, a common strategy for a lot of brands is to leverage retargeting efforts in order to elevate that conversion rate. So when we look at journeys that have both social and retargeting, that conversion rate increases to 2.9%. Pretty amazing results, right?
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's dig deeper and see what happens when affiliate is part of the journey. Well, when we look at those journeys with social and affiliate, that conversion rate increases to 4.6%.
I think that's
a
better.
Significant increase, right?
Way better.
Yeah. Now, let's take the same approach and look at the impact that that affiliate has on AOV. So here we have network services advertiser with an AOV of $75 when the consumer goes directly to their site and shops. So when we look at the customer journey and look at those journeys that have paid search as the solo journey, that AOV increases to $101, which is really great, right? And you think that that's a successful marketing strategy. But if you look at journeys that have both paid search and affiliate, that AOV increases to $111, which showcases the added value that this channel can bring to the search team. So think about that additional $10 to your AOV and the increase in sales that affiliate is driving because of the lift in conversion rate that we saw on the last slide. Think about what that means in terms of the ROAS for your CPC paid search campaigns and what that actually means for your search team. They would love you guys, right? So all of these insights, just so you're all aware, are available to all advertisers and agency teams that have our universal tag integration. So if you do not have that integrated today within your program, highly recommend that you do it immediately. So before I pass it over to Sommer, let's take a look at what makes affiliate so special. Well, affiliate is an unparalleled tech stack ecosystem of partners that sit in every single channel, and it's able to meet the consumer wherever they are in that journey. And there are three key differentiators to this channel. First, third-party validation. Consumer confidence for your brand is an absolute game changer. So having a third party speak to the added value and benefit of your products have proven to make marketing dollars go further. Additionally, transparency and accountability. Affiliate tracks the full customer journey down to a transaction level, and we're able to measure the impact of that journey on your business. And because of that transparency and measurement, you're able to make better data-driven decisions about which specific strategies and tactics you can implement for your business in order to drive real, tangible outcomes.
Speaking of real tangible outcomes, we're gonna talk about actual case studies of clients that we have that activated these insights and data and worked with their clients' different channel leaders to amplify their outcomes. Now, this is kind of the time of the presentation where people normally start to lose interest, so I'm gonna make you guys participate because I need you guys to be interested. So we're going to talk about how we can talk to your CMOs and other channel leads about how you can amplify their outcomes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post a sentence on the slide that I want you to say. I'm gonna say, I can, and then you guys read the rest of the sentence. Amalia is your CMO that you're trying to convince, and then I'll tell her how we're gonna do it, all right? So I can amplify your reach to new audiences.
Woohoo!
You excited about that, CMO?
Yeah, I'm excited, I wanna hear.
So let's look at how a social team at a huge online retailer that we have worked with CJ to acquire new customers in niche communities by leveraging authentic brand moments. So we partnered with affiliate influencers to provide brand testimonials via video content on TikTok to reach the influencers' loyal communities and their followers. Now, while this is successful, I know a lot of you guys already do that, the social team went even further by amplifying the influencers' messaging through paid social boosting of the affiliate content on TikTok to complement their social efforts. This resulted in an increase of 374% new customers while beating out their target acquisition costs by 10%. Believe me when I say this is a huge retailer. 374% is significant.
That's mind-blowing.
They also increased their reach by 4 times and engagement doubled. All of this while reducing their acquisition costs per impression by 91%. So I can amplify conversion of shoppers to customers.
Great job, guys.
This is really important right now, right? Because over the pandemic, you guys won't be surprised to hear that we saw unprecedented traffic numbers going to our sites, right? A lot of that traffic has subsided organically as things started to open up. So we see a lot of paid channels really focused and scrambling to try to increase their traffic levels back to where they were during the pandemic. And so as spend is going into these upper funnel channels, it's really important that affiliate comes in and converts at the end to make sure that their dollars go further. So here we have a retailer that partnered with RevLifter, who's a CJ strategic partner, to use their real-time personalization suite of tools. In this example, we have an online retailer that used a campaign with RevLifter to personalize offers based on whatever's in that user's shopping cart. So for example, if they had a printer in their shopping cart, they would be shown an ad to add ink cartridges. Or another thing that they did that was really successful is that they gamified it with a spend and save bar, telling the consumer if you spend up to a certain threshold, you'll save an extra percentage off.
That's smart.
This campaign led to an increased conversion rate of 115% and increased that AOV by 34% for all those shoppers that came in, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, makes me really happy.
So hey, CMO, I can. Brands are always looking for ways to turn their shoppers into loyal customers. And with mobile traffic share growing at a faster pace than mobile revenue share, this is exactly the place to focus. So we partnered with the acquisition team at one of our clients to help gain new loyal customers via app acquisition and activation. CJ strategic partner Button worked with them to overhaul their app acquisition strategy. They used Button's seamless app deep linking technology to ensure consumers went exactly where they needed to make sure that they would activate and convert in that app. They also doubled down by focusing on an SMS broadcasting campaign. Using this SMS channel enabled the large retailer to develop a privacy-first connection with the consumer that they opted into, which is very important in this post-ITP world. This campaign led to an increase in app revenue of 2.14 times and 4.6 times the reach, which is pretty amazing in and of itself. I'm gonna say that every time because you gotta tell your CMO, my results are amazing, CMO.
Yes, they are.
Thank you. All right, our final example. I can
Amplify brand awareness with low-risk media buys.
Yeah, so you're trying to raise brand awareness and you know that targeted media buys are a great way to get there. However, you're a new and upcoming brand and you have high CPMs that are a big risk to take if you don't have a guaranteed return. So an emerging channel amplification strategy that gets me really excited is the way that TV Scientific, who's another CJ strategic partner, is trailblazing the CTV affiliate space. They partnered with an up-and-coming wellness brand to invest in targeted CTV ads on platforms like Hulu and Peacock TV, amongst many others. This partnership led to a month-over-month growth of 103.3% and increased their conversion rate by 12%. But the beauty of this is it was all done on a CPA basis with no flat spend needed. That is something that we really want you guys to try out to make sure that your dollars go further in media.
Thank you for the amazing example, Sommer. I therefore give you additional investment.
Thanks, CMO.
I don't know about all you, but this is the kind of stuff that really gets me so excited and quite honestly feeling pretty overwhelmed with pride for having us spend over 30% of my life in affiliate. But none of this can be possible unless you amplify your voice internally within your organizations and advocate for a seat at the table and offer your voice and solutions to your other channel leads. Remember that you have the power to have a much larger role for e-commerce within your organization and by stepping outside the confines of working in a singular channel. So before we conclude today, let's talk about how do you put all of this into practice and move from I think I am to I know I am a power player, right? Like the theme there. So it's all about changing your mindset. You change your mindset, you will really be able to change the game. So leverage our insights like our customer journey reporting to advocate for investment internally. Because we are a performance channel that is accountable to outcomes, it shouldn't be too difficult to get that incremental investment from your other channel leads to test. Because remember, this is a safe haven for testing, so risk is relatively low. Now, when you connect with your other channel leads, make sure that you're asking them what are their challenges, their goals, and headwinds that they're feeling, and bring them into the conversation with your CJ account teams, publishers, and strategic partners, and experiment with these partners to solve your business goals. And lastly, elevate the conversation internally with your leadership and your other channel leads beyond single channel, singular journeys in order to amplify outcomes. So in conclusion, we come back to our question of, what if affiliate wasn't just a channel? What if you were able to increase the conversion rate for your social team? What about if you're able to increase the AOV for your search team? What would your search team think? What would happen if you'd be able to double the reach for your consumers on their mobile devices? What if you did all of this and treated affiliate like more than just the channel? Well, you'd be more than affiliate managers. You would be the powerhouse player on your marketing team. And here at CJ, we want to help you in that journey as we move forward together. Thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you guys so much.